Hello everyone. So every now and then I encounter questions, use cases that are really interesting, and today I noticed this post on the community about automation. So this is interesting, and hopefully you will also be able to relate to it and maybe learn something in case you want to do something similar. Now the requirement here is, or the question is, that this user is trying to, the end goal is to basically generate a report, and that report would be nothing but a screenshot of a burn down chart in Jira, and that needs to be sent to someone by email. Basically, this has to be done on a regular basis. So what this user is trying to do here is, I can see that this user will first connect to Jira, then access to the report, of course, after authentication, take a screenshot, save a photo, email it to someone, and then do it again regularly. And this, because we are talking about taking a screenshot, I believe this user is trying to do it using Selenium or some headless browser. It can be done, and it works. But I would say, if you're doing all of this, if you are writing a code in Python to connect to Jira, authenticate, take a screenshot, then why not build your own report? Because Jira reports are anyways quite basic, and if you are spending so much time building this automation for doing this report generation, then do it. I guess, if you're spending time and if you are capable of doing it, then do it properly, I guess. Don't take screenshot of Jira report. Of course you can, and there is nothing wrong in it. But if you're doing it, then just build a report yourself. So if I have to do something similar, let us say if I have to create a burn down chart, and if I have to do something like, if I have given this situation without any app, I would of course pull data from Jira using REST API, and I can do that using curl, I can do that using Google Apps script, I can do that using VBA code, or maybe Power BI, for example. But of course, we're not talking about Power BI. We're talking about something, without using any tool. Of course, Google Apps, Google Sheets and Excel Sheets are also tools, and they might not be free, but I'm assuming that is the case. But you can of course, dump data somewhere in a CSV, and then when you have data with you, then do whatever you want to do with it. You can use any reporting app. I mentioned Excel or Google because you can do all within Google Sheets and Excel, right? You click a button and you have the new data pulled from Jira. And then of course, build any kind of report. If you're using Google Sheets or Excel Sheets, you can build, to be honest, almost anything that you want to do, because you can. And you can of course do a lot of wonderful things with it. You can build tools out of it. Data will of course come from Jira on a regular basis. For emailing, you can also send an email, I believe, using Google Apps script. I have done that, but I think emailing part is probably not that complicated. There are plenty of ways of doing it, and getting data from Jira and then building a report out of it on your own is probably a better solution based on my experience. Of course, you can take a screenshot using headless Chrome, but why? All right, that is all I wanted to talk about in this video. And by the way, I am doing an interactive webinar in the next few days, so do sign up. So basically, if you go to training.sparksys.com, there is this upcoming webinar. It is free and it will be interactive. So basically, I will let you ask questions, and you can, just, interact with me. And the idea is not to give you a lecture. The idea here is to do networking. It's like an online meetup. Of course, I'm calling it as a webinar. It is a webinar, but at the same time, I want to make it interactive, and I want to do it regularly. So this would be because usually I think I've tried doing live streaming on YouTube, but YouTube is not really you can chat with people, but I want people to interact with me. So this would be like a short or like a small meetup kind of a thing. So do register in case you're interested. I will be talking about advanced reporting, and the focus would be on EasyBI. But in case you're new to Jira, in case you are wondering whether you can do some reporting using Jira or some other tools, so we will basically focus on reporting side of it. All right, that is it. That is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and you learned something new today. Thank you very much. Bye bye.